Hello, hello. I apologise if I sound a little irritated right now. I've spent the past 20 minutes trying to fix computer problems whilst not being the most... I have a reasonable grasp of technology, but it's only reasonable. It's not the strongest knowledge in the world. So when I'm getting an error message thrown up that says you need to update your graphics driver, I only have a very vague idea what that means, and I have no idea how long it's going to take. And it's very annoying that I don't get told that until I'm trying to press the button that makes me live. Anyway, rant over. First of many, I'm sure. Hello, I'm Hunter. This is Infinity Cove, the Patreon Minecraft server for Joel Duggan. We're mining lots of deep slate today. Honestly, Elkhorn, it meant open up my driver list, whatever that's called. Find my graphics driver. Go to the Nvidia website. Download a program that I didn't understand. Run it. Restart my computer. Try and get everything to boot back up because I'd already got everything set up. And then finally go live, which apparently takes 20 minutes. Hello, Luas, with the name that I still can't say that name properly. I'm sorry. If you're going to be active in chat, I'm going to be butchering it a lot. I do apologise. Which actually makes another member of Infinity Cove hovering around. Although you are online, I have just told you I'm live, so that makes sense. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing well. I'm still recovering from a very busy Easter weekend. Except Easter Sunday, weirdly, which you would expect to be busy in a restaurant, but no. Easter Sunday was just so quiet. Not that much for my real name anyway. Well, Hunter's not my real name, but I can still understand people wanting their name pronounced, their online name pronounced like at least reasonably well. Right. So like I said, deep slate, lots of it. More accurately, 7,500, or 4 shulkers, 9 stacks, and 40. We also need 40 sand, 40 gravel, and 10 black dye. Apparently, I have decided that I do not like my sanity. So I need to convert 4 shulker boxes into cobbled deep slate. I've already got the 9 stacks and 40. I've already got the 40 sand and gravel. And I've already got the 10 ink sacks. But I've got all this that I need to turn into cobbled deep slate. Sometimes I wonder if it's worth mining primarily with Silk Touch. then I remember how quickly my inventory fills up when I do fortune all the ores I collect, and it is worth it. But still, I have... This is all my cobbled deep slate. I don't have any more than what's in that shulker. This is going to take more than this stream, I suspect. I have no idea as to... In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I know it doesn't insta-mine it, but a beacon is going to help in this situation. So we're setting up a beacon. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Do I have a concrete converter? Yes. I don't know if we can see it from here. It's called water. Those systems work fine for converting... Oh, you mean like an actual blast chamber? I never even thought of that. No, in that case, no, I don't. I don't have a blast chamber. If you have a blast chamber I could use... Hello, Cosmic! Yeah, sorry, Elcon. I thought you meant like something to actually convert concrete. In which case, yes, I do. I don't have a blast chamber though, if that's what you were referring to. But if you have a blast chamber I could use, I wouldn't say no, because it's going to save me an awful lot of time. I'm going to continue building this beacon. Hello, Cosmic. I hope you're doing well. I saw that you're planning on streaming tonight. In fairness, I've only been actually live about 3 minutes. I was very delayed by just general Windows update, then everything refusing to load, then having to cook dinner, and then my graphics driver not working. You know what? I play on a multiplayer server. If you're willing to give donate them to me, Lewis, then I will happily take any cobble deep slate that means I don't have to convert this. Because I really don't want to, if I'm perfectly honest. Because, like, even once I've converted it, I still need to convert it into all this. Right. Firstly, alert box, wake up. Because Cosmic's just resubbed. Thank you, Cosmic, for the 3 months. Where is the alert? There should have been an alert for that. Today is not my day. Nothing is working properly. Your alert, Cosmic. You'll have to forgive me for not believing you there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the alert box there. It's just decided not to go off. Go figure. Hey, B Ramsey. Don't worry about stopping by. You don't there's no. I don't expect people to stick around and watch me. Why would people watch me? I mean, Cosmic, Lewis, and Elkhorn, they're clearly insane for choosing to stick around. But good to see you pop in, B Ramsey. I hope you're doing well. Where was the there should have been an earth shattering kaboom. You know what it's like? I mean, it'd be more like this if the alert box had eventually pinged off. It's the scene in The Dark Knight where the Joker tries to blow up the hospital, and it just doesn't work at first. And he just kind of turns around confused and hits the detonator, and then it goes off. Although in this case, it still hasn't. I'm now taking a look at it because... Come on. I don't like things that don't work when they're supposed to. So I always try and solve problems on streams, which is never a good time. Right. There we go. Right, I'm going to activate that. So that's all set up now. I can spare a single iron ingot. I can always get more. Lewis, where are you? Because I can come and collect that cobbled deep slate from you if you've got it. I don't really know which chat to look at because I'm aware that you're online. Hello, Robin. Robin, I owe you. Firstly, I owe you an apology because I said I would text you. I still haven't. Yes, I'm a terrible person. Also, I still need to message Sarah back. I'm aware I owe her a reply and birthday wishes. Those unfamiliar, Robin is a former colleague of mine who betrayed me and abandoned us, who I know IRL. So that's why I'm laying the apology on a bit thick. I don't know why. Robin, you're far too forgiving of me. Everyone will have to forgive me if I'm coughing a bit. I'm still recovering from whatever I had last week. I'm beginning to think it may have been COVID that I just tested negative on, which is very annoying if I was testing negative, because it does mean I was still at work, and I work with food. I appreciate that the British government are now saying that you can work even if you're testing positive, but I work with food. I don't want to be at work if if I'm ill. I specifically want to avoid that situation. Right. There must be beds around here, because I'm very aware it's night time. Sorry, Lewis, I've just realised I never actually said yes. Infinity Cove will work perfectly. I'm here now. Alright, there must be a bed on the boat. I had a really bad cold the week before that, tested -2. Yeah, I don't know if it's just there was colds going round, or if it was actually a case of like loads of people suddenly got COVID that just wasn't being detected by things. Oh, firework. There's only one other person online. Yeah, it knocked me out. I ended up having to leave work early, so which for those that don't know me, it is a relatively big deal. I'm not one to. I'm quite stubborn about um, staying at work, even if I'm feeling a bit under the weather, mainly because I'm normally just tired. Hello. Awesome. Thank you. This is going to save me so much. You failed a bit with the first take of that. That is going to save me an awful lot of time. Do you want the shulkers back, Lewis? I can give you the shulkers back. I know we've got a shulker farm now, but were you two invited here? You know what? I can't even be bothered right now. You just don't want to be at work, Cosmic. Well, at the end of the day, I'm sure everyone would much rather just sit at home doing what they would prefer to do, and that's generally not work. Though work is alright every now and again, but if I had the choice of work or Minecraft, I'm probably going to pick Minecraft. Yeah, I'd probably get bored. I love Minecraft, but not quite enough to do it every day. No worries, I will drop them off at the post office, because I don't actually know where your base is. I still need to go out exploring. Right. So this has just cut out an entire chunk of the stream that I'd planned. So we can probably pull this all down again, because I'm pretty sure this will cover all the deep slate that I needed. Let's see. So I need 4. Okay, yeah. New plan, everyone. We're not mining deep slate. Thank you, Lewis. That has saved me so much time. The beacon is staying up. I did build it. Yes, Cosmic, that was my thoughts when I was choosing the design. This is, for anyone wondering, this is the plan for my rail tunnel. I'm finally getting around to texturing it. And to do that, I decided I wanted to do it with deep slate because I hate myself. I've mined enough deep slate as it is, and yet for some reason I thought, you know what I really need? To work with more deep slate. And McScrugan's here. So I'm not going to get any more work done for the next hour. I'm kidding, McScrugan. We all love you, really. And anyone who doesn't love McScrugan, either you haven't met McScrugan or you're wrong. He is a wonderful person. He is chaos personified, but he is a wonderful person. Right. So I'm going to... the only downside we're working in here, apart from the occasional zombie, is it's very cramped. Especially right. Do you know what I forgot to do? I forgot I need to actually craft up the... oh well, we can do that now. Right, I'm going to need that and the stone cutter. I would agree with you, McScrugan. I would agree with you. But doesn't Joel have a command, you know, about how you make him fall? Doesn't he actually have a specific command dedicated to that? I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I think we have, but as far as I know, nothing more has been done with that. No. There we go. Wrong key. So I have no idea what the plan is there. I don't actually know how this normally works. I think it's normally like this. Right. Nope. That didn't work correctly. This is actually the first time I've done this, so you'll have to bear with me. There we go. Got it. Got into the swing of it. That is all in his... that's not chaos, that's just fun. All in his own mind is somewhere he does actually fall when I ask questions. I don't want the source of my power. I'm trying to think of like a nerdy reference that could be the source of your power, but I'm drawing a blank. Honestly, just you as a person. Back in. I should be set now. I even if I need more, I have the beacon still set up, so I could go back and dig all this out. And then I've got all this, which should be more than enough. If my maths is correct, and I'm not saying it is, there's a reason I did all the maths off stream. Though, there is. Yeah. I currently have a desk littered with post-it notes where I've done lots of maths on, because I decided to do it all written down rather than use a phone. Don't ask me why. I'm old-fashioned, apparently. I'm the youngest person here. Why am I the one who's not using a calculator? So, according to that, I need 580 black concrete. I don't have 580 black concrete. I'm fairly certain I don't need 580 black concrete. I think I have gone wrong with my maths. Although 20 times 29. Yeah, speak to you soon, Robin. I will do my best to message you. I am sorry. Happy birthday to Sarah for me. I will message her as well. Anyway. Yeah. Calculations are easier if you call it math in the singular. I would agree with you. But maths is short for mathematics, which is also plural. So it's maths. That's the pretentious Brit in me coming through. Now, 580. This is not 580 black concrete. I have no idea if I've got that bit wrong. So, we'll have to wait and see. I have already started. Underneath the rail is polished deep slate. But now I'm going to disconnect and hope that the stream does not crash, because the last time I tried to connect onto Infinity Cove from anywhere else, it crashed the stream. So fingers crossed that it doesn't happen this time. Sorry, folks, I decided to start coughing. No worries for you, Ramsey. You focus on your work. Always good to have you around, and thank you for lurking. Yes, so this is a mock-up of what the tunnel's going to look like. Ignore the stone. The stone will be replaced. The floor and the ceiling, all polished deep slate. Going to have, I believe that's chiseled? Yes, chiseled deep slate at the intervals with lanterns, and also because did anyone else hear a I heard a dispenser. This is a creative world. Why did this chicken farm. There we go. Yes, I have a chicken farm. Oops. Yeah, so the lanterns are spaced out, so the darkest possible point is here, which is one, just like level 1. I wanted this bit to be like level 1, but that meant that the blocks next to it, because the lanterns are in the middle, would be like level 0. Obviously, we can't have that, so light level 1 is the darkest point. That gets two wide of black concrete and 2 chiseled deep slate, and then you get 1 chiseled deep slate. Right, yeah, I'm in creative mode. Next to the lanterns, and then we've got cracked deep slate tiles and deep slate tile walls. Again, I'm a sadist and hate myself. We all fought a war so that we did not have to call it maths or be subjected to that nonsense, and your lot lost. And tea, we wanted cheap tea. You say that, McScroogan. You say War of Independence, and I say War of 1812. The only reason your White House is white. We burnt it down. You're welcome. Hello again, Lewis. Didn't get rid of me that easily. Yeah. Unfortunately for some people who try to out-history me, my history is actually surprisingly good, which always catches me off guard. I'm going to put this deep slate as my emergency deep slate on the ceiling. That should be in my hand. Right. This is where things get difficult, because I am going to have to do maths on stream, because I didn't account for the fact that 212 deep slate. How much is that? Actually, come to think of it, I am going to have to tab out every now and again, I'm afraid. So I won't be able to see chat. I am sorry. Cosmic, you're going to be lurking whilst I do a few things. I think I can guess what those few things are. You enjoy your lurk. I'm sure we'll see each other later. Right, Minecraft. I'm pretty sure I found this. Is it resource calculator? I used a program that calculated just how much deep slate I was going to need. This equation here wasn't me. It was a program that I'm using. I will double check what it is. and I think I found it. I will between 3 to 4 stacks. Thank you, Alcorn. I will let you guys know with the website into the I'm losing my train of thought halfway through because I'm trying to talk and do other stuff. Where was I? What was I saying? Ah, yes. I will put the link in chat. Elkhorn, I'm not sure if you should be able to set up a command in chat. If I give you the icon, would you be alright to just create a quick command that... if I give you the icon, if I give you the link, are you alright to just create a quick command in chat that would allow people to find it? Just in case I reference it again. Right. Calculate resources in terms of stacks. So, okay. Gotcha. And just how did 1812 end up for you all? Still think we're an independent country? McScrugan, I will point out that the War of 1812 was a war of aggression of the United States part invading what was the British colonies in Canada. Now, we weren't trying to reconquer you. We were just protecting land that wanted to stay, at the time, part of the British Empire. We achieved that goal, in case you'd forgotten. You consider the War of Independence a win. We consider it a lucky bloody escape. Can you imagine how much trouble we'd have trying to keep you all in check now? It's just not worth the hassle. Let's face it, I wasn't railed to begin with. Right. I wanted the URL. Just check that still works. That it would help if I actually got hold of it correctly. There we go. Right. That is the link for the calculator. Don't forget you had help from the French and the Spanish. If I remember rightly, the War of Independence took place during the Napoleonic Wars, which means, as far as our history is concerned, you're more of a footnote. I can't speak for everyone, but I don't recall ever being taught about the Revolutionary War whilst I was in school. I believe... Chiseled Deep Slate. This is the Chiseled Deep Slate. I believe it was mentioned, but it's never really covered. The Napoleonic Wars specifically would have taken place after what we considered the Napoleonic Wars, which would be any war against France, happened before, during, and after. A British foreign policy is to always be at war with someone in Europe. Currently, it's a proxy war against Russia, who are technically Asia and Europe. Let's not get into a debate about which continent they are. They are both. But yes, you are right. Napoleonic Wars were between, but we were fighting the French before that, and we were fighting the French after that. We're always fighting someone in Europe. There's always someone in Europe we don't agree with. That's the whole point of Britain. We exist to disunite Europe. Which does beg the question, why did we leave the EU? We're better off inside it, because then we can make a whole pig's breakfast of the mess. If anyone understands that reference, I'm very proud of you. Actually, anyone British in chat might. I'm not sure how many Americans here, or anyone else. Let's not presume that you're all from the States. Would be familiar with Yes Minister and Yes Prime Minister. Thank you, Cosmic. Also, I thought you were supposed to be lurking. And for anyone wondering, yes, it probably would be quicker to convert all the deep slate first. This gives me more of a feeling of progress, so I'm doing it this way. Sue me. Oh yeah, there's a cave here. Pig's breakfast just means making a total mess of the matter. Which is British foreign policy when it comes to Europe for the past 500 years. We've gone to war against the French, the Germans. Even before Germany was a united country, we'd fought against them. The Spanish, the Portuguese, the Dutch. In fairness, I'm not sure if we've been to war against the Belgians, but we did invent Belgium. The Italians, the Austrians, the Russians, most of Eastern Europe, no, but again, was like a lot of those countries were created by us, or we were technically at war with them at one point or another due to them being occupied or allies of other countries. Greeks fought them yet? Ooh, that's actually a good point. Don't forget going to war with yourself. In fairness, the Americans did that as well. At least we did that over whether or not we should have a monarchy, and eventually decided it was actually far less hassle to have a monarchy, which is not the same decision you guys made. Didn't you fight over whether people had rights? Hello, Zero Fox. Enjoy the lurk in your corner. I need a special corner for Zero Fox, just specifically for you. Yeah, we fought against ourselves. We fought against the Scottish, the Welsh, and the Irish. There's another cave. I thought I'd lit it all up. Apparently not. I'm not sure about the Greeks, McScrugan. Hello, Sandy. I didn't see you come in there. Yes, I have the same problem with Twitch. It doesn't tell me when people are live until about half an hour after they've gone live. No idea why. It's incredibly annoying. Driving around the bend. We've been to war against neighbours of Greece. By proxy, possibly, because the Romans would have had Greeks in their army. No, I didn't ask for you to go there. How about the stellar foreign policy decisions in Northern Ireland? Hey, we're good friends with the Irish now. Mostly. Let's ignore football, because that's just a dangerous topic when it comes to... And when I say football, I mean... how do you guys say it? Soccer? That's probably a terrible American accent. I do not care. I can't do accents to save my life. Still don't know you are live. I'm assuming that means you still haven't been told by Twitch. Yeah, I don't know what to do about the notifications. I assume there's a way to make them... I'm fairly certain I went through all of this and converted it to stone. How did I miss a single block of andesite? Who knows? Moving on. If we're discussing our stellar foreign policy in Northern Ireland, I have one word for you Americans. Vietnam. As I recall, you didn't even win there. You ran away. And if we're talking about independent military action, Falkland Islands with no help from no one else. You're welcome. I don't have... Hold on. This is the closest thing to a microphone and you can't even see it. I didn't even press the right button. There we go. I can't even remember which button it is to drop things. I'm so distracted with trying to beat McScrooger. This. No, I want you on my hotbar. I don't trust myself. I'm too accident prone to risk taking the... I think Doggo needs a walk. He's chewing on my fingers. Just don't mess up foreign policy before I tell Scotland next week, okay? Hey, if anyone's going to mess up Scottish foreign policy, it will be the Scottish. Don't tell anyone Scottish I said that. My best friend is Scottish. She'll quite possibly kill me or agree with me. One of the two. Hard to know which. Regardless, McScrugan, enjoy Scotland. I believe you're coming over for Elder Child's university stuff, I think. In which case, I hope you find what you're looking for. Water. It is lovely that water no longer breaks rails. Ah, yes, I remember. Coal ore. I don't need this. I don't need coal. I've got plenty of coal. But I do need coal because... Oh, excuse me, I am so sorry. Just burping on stream now. Probably drinking my drink too quickly. Yeah. Coal is coal. Ore is ore. Just dig it all up whenever I see it. That wasn't even... It's light level 7, which explains why I lit it up. I'm still on old light mechanics, apparently. Let me go down the hole. That goes there. That goes there. Go the right way. Oh. Every time I run down this tunnel, I always get to the end far sooner than I'm actually expecting to. I always think it's further away than it is. There. Also, I still haven't actually connected it up yet. My access to the rail still involves swimming up this tunnel. Sandy, this rail tunnel is going to come up here somewhere. It's raining. Why is it always raining? And it's going to come up here. It is going to connect to this sticky out bit here. So there'll be a little area here that you can get in and out of. And it's basically, so this rail line was built by Black Sheep, who is, I think, technically a former member of Infinity Cove currently. But that's the way to his base, 7 Towers. And then this way takes you back to Infinity Cove itself. I think there is a stop-off on the way. There might actually be 2, I'm not sure. Which allows you to get towards Daisy's Vale, I think. And then you'll be able to go... You'll go down here. Down underground, if I can get into the hole. And then you can follow the tunnel along to get back to my base. I have apparently grossly miscounted. Because I'm still holding 32 chiseled deep slate. I shouldn't have this much chiseled deep slate left. You have no idea where that is on the server. There is a train station in the main town in the old area. If you go to that, you should be able to. You'll be able to figure it out from there. This is all old area, so you're not going to be as familiar with it. Really confused as to why I've still got... I thought I'd done the maths well. And I've still got 32. And I don't know why. Hello TARDIS Blue, whose real name I do know. TARDIS Blue is also another IR friend of mine. Apparently I have managed to talk a few people into showing up in my streams. I don't know how. I very much approve of that username though, because it's a fantastic Doctor Who reference. If anyone in this chat has not seen Doctor Who, go and watch it now. It's more important than you watch it than my stream. If you don't know where to start, I can provide you a list. Not an awful lot. We had a debate about whether America or Britain was better when it came to war. The answer's Britain, by the way. And I had a lot of time saved by a server mate providing me with a block that I was about to go and gather, and then had it gathered for me, effectively. That is fair, Sandy. They still give me the creeps. I watch more Doctor Who than is probably healthy, and it's they still scare me. So I do have to agree there. They are quite terrifying, which I suppose is technically the point. I ran out of rockets. I need more rockets. Nope, wrong. Here we are. There we go. Right. I will figure out what's going on with the deep slate another time. For now, that can go back in the hand. It suggests, if that's the case, then it suggests that all these other numbers are off, which is a little worrying. Because if all these other numbers are off, then what does that mean? Does it mean I have too much or not enough? I'm trying to use the E key to get out of the book. Right. Anyway, we need 2,684 cracked deep slate. Cracked deep slate tiles. 2684. I've just tabbed into the resource calculator in case anyone was wondering. Calculate again with the resource I don't need taken out. So it's 41 stacks plus 60. Yes, 41 stacks plus 60. Remember going to Doctor Who conventions as a kid. My mum was a fan when she was a little girl in the 60s, when she could watch it here in the States. Yeah, my parents were fans of it growing up. I'm going to be vague because obviously we don't do age talk here, so I won't tell you who they grew up with. And then I also grew up with it. Obviously, I grew up with a different Doctor, but because my parents had grown up with it, they got me. They got me into it as well, which I'm glad they did. Right, I need 41 stacks. This is 27. Yeah, I'm very glad they did. They might regret the decision to get me into it. I suspect they probably do. I mean, I couldn't blame them if they regret it. It has proven to be perhaps a little more expensive interest than it really needed to be. I remember I've done a few Doctor Who things, but I remember distinctly when I was younger going to a Doctor Who exhibition of some form in, I believe it was in London. This is the UK. Just about everything that happens in London. It's not going to happen anywhere else. My sister and I ran on ahead of our parents, ran into a room. There's a motion sensor in that room that makes a Dalek shout "exterminate" at you when you run in. I ran back out again. Yeah, I was young at the time. Cut me some slack, please. I think I deserve some slack being cut. Right, put the arrows in there. I'm not using the bow at the minute. Right, that is 27. Right way up, please. That's 30. That's 40. That's 41. That's 41 plus 60. Okay. No, deep slate tiles. Let's not make unnecessary blocks with the deep slate that's Loas was so kind to donate to us. If I could English, that would be really good. If I could not stumble over all my words, that would be marvelous. See, I'm still holding a block of cobble deep slate. There we go. Right. No. Now something has just occurred to me, and it's a slight flaw. Brave Sir Robin. Yes, I bravely ran away. I have no regrets. I have no regrets that I can think of. I probably do have regrets regarding that, but not that I can think of. Right, so this is the problem that I have. There we go. My super smelter, super in air quotes, I have smokers and blast furnaces. Now, unless I'm mistaken, yeah, blast furnaces don't smelt things like bricks or tiles. And obviously, smokers don't either. Meaning, I have 4 furnaces to do all the deep slate tiles with. Not great planning on my part. In fairness, I don't normally need such large amounts of blocks being smelted. I normally just need bits of glass, and I normally need the glass for these farms, and I build these one at a time. You are quite right, Lewis. Running would be the best defense if it was a real Dalek. There is the slight issue of they have a laser gun, which I'm pretty sure I could not outrun, and I don't have I don't have improvised explosives. Yeah, it would. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back in here, get another shulker box out because I need it. I'm going to put those 2 shulkers there. Then we're going to ignore them. And we're going to move on to the next one. Right. So, we're going to say that's complete. I have no idea how to insert a tick into the book. I'm not faffing around with it now. So next up, we are going to do walls. Deep slate tile wall. We need 1, 2, 7, 6 of them. And for that, we need 19 stacks plus 60. Sorry. I tried to answer Elkhorn's question, decided to cough instead. And that isn't very informative. Apparently, yes, Elkhorn, you can. By smelting deep slate tiles. This was news to me as well, but I also didn't know that you could smelt stone bricks. So I'm going to chalk that up to my own obliviousness and not it's a creative mode only thing. Actually, we can test it. Because I do carry a furnace. And if I open this, I can get coal ore. I am carrying a silk touch pickaxe, but I can replace it with my fortune one. Let's take one from here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go in. There we go. Welcome to use the temple smelter in deep water. Elkhorn, I may take you up on that. Yeah, there we go. Cracked deep slate tiles. Stick those in there. Sort those back. I'm going to let that smelt out. Alright, how much was it? 19 plus 60. 9... 10. And I think this is... I've actually forgotten what this is for. Deep slate tile walls. Deep slate tile wall. There we go. My phone is vibrating at me, it's very annoying. If you are offering, Lewis, I will happily take you up on that offer. Any help I can get on these projects is always greatly appreciated. It saves me time, and it makes for slightly more, marginally more interesting content than... Because if I just ignore that until my next stream or anything, then people get to watch me stare at furnaces for 2 hours. Which does not make for the most engaging content. Of course, I could smelt it. Well, actually, I can't smelt it off stream very easily because I need to build a smelter, and this is my only day off this week. My next day off isn't until next Monday, and that's the day I stream next, hopefully, assuming all goes to plan and my computer doesn't decide to mess me around again. So it could go either way with regards to getting it sorted. So if you don't mind, Lewis, then that would be fab. Do you want me to bring the shulkers to you, or are you alright to come and collect them? My base should be signposted through the nether. This is a... Sorry, I'm going to have to take a break in a few minutes just because the coughing's starting to get worse, I think, from all the talking. This is a rail tunnel that is going to be connecting my base. This is the access point through to a rail link between our main area and someone else's base. My base is sort of in the middle, but it's not linked to this rail line, and I've been on the server for nearly a year, and I'm still not sure why I never connected it up, so I'm finally working on doing that. But I like to preserve the jungle, and there wasn't really a way to have my base, due to the design of it, have like a train station. So I went for an underground method instead. But that means I have to dig everything out and then put it all back in with the design I want, which is what we're currently doing. I did have help digging it out and laying the rails out from McScrugan and Elkhorn, who have both been in chat tonight. Thank you, guys. You're both wonderful. And it has made my life a hell of a lot easier. Though I'm doing this bit by myself just because I can't expect them to help me all the time. Right. I'm using Fortune now just because I want the cobblestone. I have enough stone to last me for centuries. Yeah, I thought so. I actually have to dig out too wide here. Simply due to how... Because I want those walls to be flat, like that. Which means I need to dig out 2. Which is unfortunate, but not overly surprising. Right. I will be doing this. I don't actually need to dig out those ones that occurs to me. I'm going to, because then it keeps me in crouch mode. I can also I can't put torches back here. This 1 block wide. So right, if I put the walls in, obviously the lantern light is going to come through, but I'm not sure it's going to get through at every point. Especially, I see a name tag. Especially here. I'm not sure what the light level's going to be. Thank you, Luos. You're a star. Right, let's go in here. Yes, both of them, please. Just all the deep slate tiles in those. I think there is like 8 cracked deep slate already, just from where I was doing the furnace test. Granite. There we go. Right, wall in place. So this is light level 1. This is light level 0. Okay, so behind these blocks is light level 0. And I have no way of making it brighter, so without the light shining through the walls, which obviously I don't want because it will ruin the design of the tunnel. Does anyone know if anything can spawn in this sized gap? Because I don't think anything can. Obviously, zombies, skeletons, creepers, all too tall. Spiders are 3 wide. As far as I know, this is not a slime chunk, but even if it was, I don't think small slimes actually spawn. And even if it was, if it is a slime chunk, actually I'm above Y40 anyway, so slimes won't spawn here. Actually that's a good point. Baby zombies, or are baby zombies 1 and a bit tall? I'm not sure if they're 1 or 1 and a bit. Because if they're 1 and a bit, that's problematic. That's not problematic. But if they're just 1, or if they're less than 1, then it could be an issue. Where's... Right, I'm just going to take a full stack of stone with me, just to reply holes like that. And we are at an hour, so I'm going to be sensible and take a break. Right, assuming I can get my Streamlabs deck to work. Still need the same spawn space as big zombies, they are just a random spawn. Oh, okay, I didn't realise that. I'm going to get bats anyway. I'm going to get bats in this bit. And I already get bats down in the lower section of my base, so it's just something I made my peace with. It's annoying. The bats are really annoying, but I have friendly creatures turned off, so they just fly around my face and get in the way. Right, yes, I am taking a break. I'm going to get up, get away from the screen, have a stretch, top up my drink, which I've actually been drinking for a change. Yeah, you should all do the same, and I will see you folks all in a couple of minutes. Right. So those of you who think you saw me in Cosmic Stream, I was not there. I promise. I wasn't double parked even briefly. Technically I wasn't, I was on a break. But hello, welcome back everyone. Ginger, hello. Thank you for leaving the sneaky Kirk that's not very sneaky, as McScrugan points out. It's not sneaky if you announce it. Yes, Cosmic Dancer, who is one of my fabulous moderators, is a wonderful beacon of positivity and human, just being a generally awesome human, is currently live, and I was sneaking into her stream during my break. Yes, McScrugan, I'm familiar with trying to do that. I have tried to do it myself. I struggle. No, there were no hunters. Only fives. That is true, McScrugan. I will direct you up a couple of messages and you will see a mighty Elkhorn. Feel free to act out. I'm sure he could do to stretch his modding sword. My phone would stop buzzing at me. I'm going to blame my sister. She's at work and is texting me when she should be washing up. For those that don't know, my sister and I work together. I'm a chef and she's one of the pot washers. No, I didn't get her the job. No, it's not nepotism. I actively discouraged her working there. Oops, I'm now destroying my own build. There we go. All fixed. Muscroon, I think you looking innocent just makes you look more guilty. What are you up to? That cobblestone's going to despawn. I'm calling it now. Not really. My sister and I have a pretty good relationship, to the extent that a lot of people are actually surprised to learn we're siblings and not just good friends. We actually like each other, surprising though that may be. Sure, we argue, but we're also professional enough to keep that out of work. We also don't actually argue all that often. Normally we're in agreement about things, and it's us two arguing with our parents over stuff. Whether or not we're in the right about the thing we're arguing about is moot point. We're on the same side in those cases. It's very rare for us to... the most that might happen is because she's my sister, she'd be more likely to be a bit more... how do I explain it? A bit more defiant, I guess. Technically, as she's pot wash and I'm a chef, I outrank her. So if I ask her to do something, provided it's reasonable, the assumption is she will do it. She does, because again, she's professional enough to put that relationship aside, but doesn't mean she will still crack jokes at my expense, which admittedly is expected in the kitchen, but perhaps more often than the others. Let me in! There we go. Dealing with drunk Mother Nature. Thought about mowing the lawn yesterday and just walked the dog in an inch of snow. Right. Correct me if I'm wrong, McScrugan. You are from Massachusetts? And I am so sorry if I've got that wrong. I want to say you're... Guess which key I just accidentally pressed. Yeah, I think... I am so sorry if I've got that wrong and you're from somewhere completely different to Massachusetts. I don't know US geography as much as I would like to. But I'm fairly certain that you live in a state that's known for its snow. So, I suppose that makes sense, though it is mid-April. But I'm saying that I don't actually know how long northeastern US winter lasts. Like, our winter normally starts to end mid-March. We might get the occasional extension into early April, but by this time it's normally, whilst not necessarily warm, it's stopped being utterly crap. you get the sun more. It might still be cold sun, if that makes sense. So you've got a nice clear day, but it's still quite chilly. But you're not getting the rain or the sleet or the snow. Nearby, lived there for quite a long time family history there, but I don't live quite there now. Never clearly declared exactly where I live. I can usually ski in early May. Oh, okay. Skiing in early May. That's quite late into the year. And for anyone who's not as familiar with geography and things like that, because this is something I do know, just to give you an idea of how far north the UK is, London runs along the same line of latitude as Moscow. We are I believe all but like a small portion of the United States is south of the UK. We are equal height north to parts of Canada. So why do we get hardly any snow? I blame the Gulf Stream, mostly because it's the Gulf Stream's fault, that brings warm water up from the Gulf of Mexico across the Atlantic to us. Now, by that point, it's not warm, because it goes via Greenland, but it's warm enough to prevent it from snowing very often. Which is a shame, because I like the snow. Often we can hike in June or July, we just have to hike to get to the snow. Fair enough. Yeah, it's not something that really is taught because, well, it doesn't need to be known. Like, you don't need to know this information. It's not going to make or break your life if you know it or not. But it's just a cool fact that that we are as far north as Canada and Russia, but we don't get the snow they get because of the Gulf Stream. It's why our weather is a lot wetter as well. At least one of the reasons. I believe northern France suffers from the same situation, and then southern France, of course, has the Mediterranean, which is warmer in its own right. It's also just close to the equator. But you've got the Alps in France, which are higher up, which is why you still get snow on places like Ben Nevis or Snowdonia. Although, saying Ben Nevis, Scotland being a bit further north of the Gulf Stream is not so much exempt from its effects, but certainly less impacted by the effects of it. I won't say. I actually forgot what I was going to say. It doesn't suffer. That's it. It doesn't suffer from the effects because you're not really suffering. You're just being impacted by it. I don't think it's reasonable to say that you are suffering from it because, well, how do you suffer from an inanimate like stretch of water? Like, how do you suffer from an inanimate water current? I don't think it can inflict you. You're telling me not to bring my skis next week. If memory serves, because I believe you mentioned this on Steven's stream. Sorry, had to pause for a drink. You mentioned on Steven's stream the vague region of Scotland that you're going to. Obviously, I'm not asking you to repeat it here or give us any more specifics because that's not necessary. And it's regarding the possible future location of one of your children. So I'm absolutely not going to ask you to disclose that, not on the internet. But if I'm remembering rightly, you would not need your skis. I mean, McScrew child, because I don't remember which child it was, could be worth bringing them, just for the winters, just a possibility, unless the plan is for them to like fly back home for all the holidays, like for the Christmas holidays and things. But yeah, might not be a bad idea for them to have set skis. Unfortunately, Scotland itself not super knowledgeable on, so I can't offer you more than the basic level advice, which is what I've now offered you. Shush! I'm trying to stream! Honestly, so rude. Yeah, I suppose if you want to bring them, then bring them. I can't really stop you, but... Yes, I'm going to stop you from bringing your skis by making myself present at your airport as a security guard and refusing to allow you to check your skis in. Alternatively, I will be at the airport you arrive at, and I will confiscate your skis upon arrival. I mean, actually, I think if I did that, I'd be quite impressed, mainly because I've guessed which airport you're leaving or arriving at. There must be a cave I haven't lit up nearby. Hmm. Hmm. Oop. Hunter is the ski, please. Don't. I mean, I could be. I'm kidding. They're too underfunded to be able to afford me. Oop. What have I? There we go. I'm trying to load the block back in. Hmm. Ah, there we go. There we go. Wondered when he'd figure out his way through. Creeper? Down there. Thank you. Yeah. Ghost block. I knew what was going on, but... Hello, Lewis. Bye, Lewis. Yeah, ghost blocks are quite... ooh, another creeper. Yeah, I'm most lighting this up to increase the efficiency of my accidental slime farm. I say accidental because they just hop straight into... Spooky. They just hop straight into the lava pillar. I hear a spider, and I also saw the red eyes of one, though I think it might have been subject to the effects of... Yeah, invisibility potions that don't work on spiders because their eyes are still visible. Which, in fairness, is quite useful, but it kind of defeats the point of an invisibility potion if you can still see the thing. I have not said, McScrewmix is what I call them. They came out on their most recent birthday non-binary, so neither son nor daughter is appropriate this time. That I will disclose. I'm very happy since now they're much more content and confident in themselves. Well, I'm happy that they've had the confidence to be able to come out. It's always good to hear that parents are being supportive of that, because, of course, unfortunately, not all parents are. Though I have to say, I would have been surprised if that had applied to you, if you hadn't been. You're a very supportive person, McScroogan, so... thank you, Lewis. Yeah, but it's awesome to hear that they're settling into their identity, or at the very least, they're figuring it out. Even if it's not the final stage of their journey. I would know. It took me a while to figure out who I was. That's Lewis leaving. That caught me. That made me jump. Right, is there any more to this cave, or was that it? I think that was indeed it. There we go. Right. Do I still have stone on me? I do. There we are. Block that off. There we are. The mystery has been solved. It wasn't much of a mystery. You fell into a... Oh, did you fall into the ravine? Because I'm trying to think what hole you could have fallen into. I'm pretty sure the only hole here is the ravine. Though, I'm amazed I could hear your rocket from it. I can't imagine it's close enough. Oh no, it's there, and I suppose the cave went along quite far. That cave probably links to the ravine if you dig a few blocks. tea. A drink with jam and bread. I don't know, I'm assuming that was a mistype, Lewis, but... Yeah, there's there is a stream delay. It is very noticeable from my end. Oh, hello. Primarily from me asking a question, and then if I don't want to just mumble to myself for 30 seconds, I have to just sit in silence whilst I wait for the stream to catch up and then someone to be able to type out an answer, which of course doesn't make for the most entertaining content in the world. Which is a shame, but there's not much I can do about it. I can't get the stream to be no delay. And it's also probably for the best, because it allows me to make sure that, well, I say it allows me to make sure, it helps me make sure that McScrewgun can't cause too much in the way of a problem on my stream. Love you, McScrewgun. Love you really. McScrewgun's awesome. I won't hear a word against him. Lewis is awesome too. I mean, he didn't have to do that. Elkhorn is awesome. Sweet Sandy, who may be lurking in chat, also awesome. Basically, everyone who plays on this server is awesome. Not the skeleton I can hear. Ow. Not sure where the skeleton is. Not in the mood for finding out. There we go. Right. That's going to be a problem. Which end are you at? Oh, there you are. Yep, the tunnel currently just ends. You have to go up the water to get out. I haven't finished building the exit yet. Right, I'm not 100% sure what to do here. Just because otherwise we're going to have this empty hole. I did not account for the ravine. Which might explain the excess of blocks. Come to think of it. Lurking. Yeah, now that I think about it, that would explain the excess blocks that I've got. The ravine here, and there's gaps further down as well. Can't imagine they'd use up that many. Oh well. We will cross that bridge. Oh dear. As you can hear, I'm very sad to see that bat burnt in lava. Whilst we're on the topic of Infinity Cove members, I'm not the only person who streams from this server. There are two others who do. They're both in this chat. Sweet Sandy does, and Elkhorn does. They're both fantastic. People should check them out. Elkhorn, I'm not even going to try and convince you to shout yourself out, because I know you won't do it. But could we get a shout out for Sweet Sandy, please? Because she absolutely deserves one. And everyone should go and follow her. Right, that stream delay is confusing me because I have no idea who the devil you're referring to is. Every time I see this dark spot, my instinct is to light it up. They're like, this is too dark. This is too dark for this game. Mobs will spawn. No. No, they won't. Elkhorn actually shouted himself out. This is unfamiliar. I'm used to mods with a D, refusing to shout themselves out, mainly because I do that. And so does Cosmic. And Rabelais. Yes, I did ask Elkhorn. I'm also used to mods that, well, I say mods. I'm used to two of my mods being difficult would be unfair. They like to make my life difficult occasionally, though. And if anyone's wondering, that's Shepard and Cosmic. No, though technically I can do it. No, technically about it. My channel. I can put commands into my own channel. Okay, it's my mods and my VIPs then, McScrewgun. Glaring at you while smirking. That's me currently, because you can't actually see me. So just imagine me glaring at you. That is true. I am digging a hole. How old is that song now? Oh god, that must be ancient now. In terms of internet content, Diggy Diggy Hole by the Oxcast, that is going to be an old song now. And still a song most Minecrafters know. And yes, I'm using most Minecrafters intentionally, because I'm aware not everyone will know it. Whoops. Are we nearly there yet? Sort of. In fairness, you haven't made my life difficult for me yet. And how long have we known each other? Since... We've known each other 11 years. Yes, that one, McScrewgum. Yes, that is the one that I'm referring to. It's had multiple different versions released of it, so it's fairly iconic for the Yogscast and amongst their player base. Even like newer fans are still generally familiar with that song, just they keep remaking it. And I think they did a collab with the Longest Johns, who are a Brighton or Bristol. I want to say Brighton because I think they're from the same place as Pixel Rifts, and I'm fairly certain he lives in Brighton. Based sea shanty a cappella group, and they did they covered Diggy Diggy Hole together for a charity live stream. So I know a lot of random information just because I retain random information. Yeah, I stumbled across what was it? I think it was their original community project, Leave Her Johnny. I stumbled across that, and when I stumble across stuff like that, I just check out the comments, see what people think. Wasn't expecting the top comment to be Pixel Riffs. That was a very unexpected discovery. A very cool discovery, because I'm like, well, content creator I enjoys the same content as me. That's cool to see. But yeah, I was not expecting it at all. Thank you for dropping these off, Lewis. Yes, I'm fairly certain they're British. If I'm wrong, someone is free to correct me, but I'm fairly certain they're British. Oh, I'm doubting myself now. I could have sworn they were British. If someone could look up if they're British or not, and also where they're based, because it's either Bristol or Brighton. If they're British, it's either Bristol or Brighton. I think I should be good for now. Should be being the operative phrase there. I'm honestly not too sure. So, for those that don't know, I don't own a Stream Deck, which I think is all of you. I don't think I've ever discussed this. So, I use the Streamlabs Stream Deck app. Now, the problem with that is it requires you to be connected to the same Wi-Fi that the PC running Streamlabs is connected to. Now, that may not seem like a problem, except my bedroom, where my computer is, doesn't have very good... The internet router doesn't reach very well with Wi-Fi. So my computer is wired in through a boosted Ethernet link, which is slightly better, but my phone is using just pure Wi-Fi, which means it constantly just disconnects at random moments, and I lose my stream deck halfway through the stream. It's very inconvenient. Oh, we're underneath that little lake that I keep finding. Hello, Folmers. It's good to see you. How are you, my friend? See you later, TARDIS. Yes, I'm aware I'm not using a real name. That's just habit. I will try and remember to message you later. But yeah, take care. Have a good rest of your evening. Sorry, is this someone? Bristol based. Okay, yes, which would make sense because that's the same place as the Yogscast. And now I'm questioning where Pixelrift is based because I feel like he's the same place, but I also thought he was Brighton. I mean, I could just ask him. I'm not sure if he'd give me an answer, but I could just ask him because I have a direct line. Kind of. Does a Discord server that you're both members of count as a direct line? Or is it more of a vague link? That's... I don't know why I put these in first. That wasn't my finest moment. Okay. So I'm only streaming for about 2 hours, so we've got about half an hour left, so we're not going to finish this tonight. I already can tell that. But we will absolutely be... This will be I say a long-term thing. It might end up being a 2-stream thing, maybe a 3-stream thing. It really depends what happens with regards to just streams in the future. I appreciate that I've been a bit... I have not been sticking to my supposed schedule past few weeks. I can wholly assure you that it's just because life. So it's just that I can't control it, unfortunately. Like, life gets in the way a lot of the time for me. It doesn't help that I only get 1 day off. 2 days off every week. But then I've got to cram everything into that because I can't do certain things on other days. So whilst I don't have to do certain things like, say, do a weekly food shop, which some people do after work, I basically can't do jobs after work because I normally get home after my parents have gone to bed. So I can't say vac my room because I will wake them up and they don't appreciate it. So I have to try and cram everything I need to do into 2 days worth of stuff, and by the end of those 2 days, especially combined with the fact that I have a very physically draining job, I don't always want to stream, or say I meet up with friends, or I stay over at my partner's house, or in the case of yesterday, I end up working a bank holiday, so I lose one of my days off. A bank holiday, I believe, is called a public holiday in the United States. Whatever a day off work is that isn't time that you've booked off as holiday or taken off as sick leave. I think they're called public holidays. I'm not entirely sure. He does thank me at the end of every podcast. Yeah, that's because I give him money. Luke Scrugan. That's not just because we're mates. That's because I give him money. Although I think technically, actually I haven't listened to the Quarterly Hangout. I know sometimes they thank us during the Quarterly Hangouts as well, as being. I'm saying us, myself, Cosmic, and Jumbo Cell, because we're mods. And I'll be perfectly honest. After I've had a drink, I'll be perfectly honest. Anyway, the fact that both myself and Jumbo Cell are content engineers and moderators does still occasionally make me nervous that someone's going to eventually decide that that means that the more money they give to the show, the more likely they are to be a mod. And that is a feeling that I'm not comfortable with. It's not true, but I'm known for being... ask anyone who knows me IRL. So ask Robin or ask TARDIS. I am a serial worrier. I worry unnecessarily about everything. So I tend to create scenarios that are not there and are not something that I need to trouble myself with. Enjoy the lurk, Falmers. You take care. Whoops. that back. What is that meant to be a warden? I'm not really sure. I can sort of see it if it is a warden. It's kind of hard to tell, because obviously, like, chiseled sandstone and chiseled red sandstone, I think chiseled nether brick, all have mobs carved into them. So presumably that you'd think this would also, but it's kind of hard to tell if it... And chiseled blackstone. It's kind of hard to tell if it is a warden or if it's just a pattern. I mean, an argument could be made that it's a warden, but I think that's just a pattern. Though I can understand... Let me in! I should have brought a trapdoor with me. That would have made this... Actually, it wouldn't have helped, because it's one block up. Nope. Still got a fair way to go. We're not even loading the corner yet. Yeah, it's definitely shown that I'm not fully recovered from that cold / possible COVID. I'm drinking a lot more than I normally do on stream, just to try and keep myself from coughing too much. And subjecting you all to that, I would not want to do that. I appreciate I have coughed into the microphone a couple of times, and I am sorry. I don't know how loud it is. I do have an indicator of how loud I'm being next to me, but it's... I'm not a sound engineer. Yeah, I'm not a sound engineer, so no idea how loud it actually is. And that beeping you hear is my microphone muting. I'm not fast enough to hit the key on my phone, so I cannot. But I can knock the microphone on my helmet up, on my headset up, to mute it. But it makes a noise when it does that, in case I've knocked it accidentally, I assume. And it also makes the same noise when I unmute it. And unfortunately, that noise is then picked up again by the microphone. So it feeds through into the stream, which is annoying, but I don't know how to prevent it without getting a new microphone, which I'm not currently in a position to do. Not even because I couldn't afford it. I think I probably could now. I just don't have anywhere to put a microphone. Unfortunately, my desk is actually quite small, but it's only just fits in the space in my room. So I'm going to have to just go without one. Right. Oh, I missed that. There we go. Not actually that easy to rocket down here, because you've got the lanterns in the middle that are very easy to crash into, which effectively makes this only a 2x3, and if you hit the ground, then you land. Ow. See what I mean? Lantern, hit your head. Excuse me, that. Where was I? Here. Oh, welcome back. I thought you were just gone for the evening. A what microphone, Zero? Lavalier? I honestly can't say I'm familiar with that kind of microphone. Well, welcome back. I hope you managed to get whatever it was you were doing sorted. Yeah, Zero, I have never heard of that kind of microphone. I think the other concern is the fact that my window overlooks onto a main road. So I'm gonna have to make sure whatever microphone I get is going to pick up the road. Obviously, if sirens go by, that's slightly different. Kind of people use during interviews, small ones people clip onto their clothing. Yeah, that is a possibility. I do move around a fair bit, so I don't know if it would pick up clothing rustles. I don't know how sensitive they are, so it's certainly a possibility. Definitely something I'll look into. Yeah, I did not know they were called that. I've just called them clip-on mics my entire life. Can you embed lantern into the ceiling? Strictly speaking, yes, but I'd have to reposition them because these blocks here on the sides of the rails are they're light level 1. So if the lanterns were one block further away in any direction, that would be light level 0. So as a demonstration, put that there, put that there, then I go here. Yeah, these two are light level 0, which is a shame, but it is just the nature of it. Also realising that I don't actually have any stone on me. Wait, I'm going to be replacing those blocks anyway. I can use cobble. But yes, I could do it, but I'd have to rearrange the lanterns due to the light. The light level was specifically done so I'd have dark spots. I wanted dark spots, but this was the best I could get while still using lanterns, which I wanted to use. I did not make my life easy for me, unfortunately. But I'm not known for making. I mean, I'm working almost entirely in Deep Slate. I don't like making my life easy for me, apparently. Right. Well, the hunger's starting to end as well. I'm not sure those who here saw my Twitter. I don't even know if everyone's following me on Twitter here, but I put a tweet out just before 7 just to say that I was running late. Just to because I was cooking dinner tonight and I was going to run over. So I have not eaten yet. I had a slice of bread, not toast, not buttered or jammed or anything. I just had I had a slice of bread before going live, just to make sure I'd had something to eat. So that's another reason that we're only going for 2 hours, just so I don't starve to death. Oh, for crying out loud! Right, they were in this direction. There we go. Cave. Ravine. Ghost block. Try and get it to there we go. I hate ghost blocks. Especially when I'm digging down. Right, torch here because it's very dark up here. Really? Okay, we're landing on this one instead. Where are the mobs that I could hear? Yeah, I will, don't worry. I had a massive sandwich for my lunch. I'm not too hungry. You know I had a massive sandwich for my lunch. You were there. Ooh, lapis. I don't actually need this. I'm at endgame level. I don't need any of this stuff. It's 2 ravines that have generated pretty much right next to each other, but far enough away that they haven't actually connected. Right. Up, up. Block. Torch. Ooh. I wonder, is that gravel hiding a mysterious dark secret? Let's find out. No, is the answer. No, it's not. I don't need it, but I cannot stop myself from mining. Yeah, that's my attitude. I can with coal. Coal is one that I'm good at ignoring, and so is iron. Mostly because I know we've got automatic farms for those two. I actually have an infinite source of lapis now in the form of my cleric villager, but I don't use him very often, so I forget he exists. I also tend to just block out villager existence after the pain that was setting up the few traders that I have. Those who were here during those weeks are very familiar with that pain, because you saw me experiencing it. Or just heard about it in... No, ow. There we go. Ow. For a second I thought torches actually stopped lava, and I'm thinking that is very overpowered. Right. Up we go. Just light up here. And here. Block you. Which, now that I think about it, is actually going to make down there dark again, so I'm going to have to go back down to light it all up. Jump. Just put that there now. Saves me some time. I think I've lit up this entire ravine, but I haven't found any mobs, which suggests this is not the cave. Ah! I know what's wrong. There's a ghost block there. There. Spider hisses. Up slightly, maybe? No. This is the ravine I've just been in, just access from a different point. I don't suppose, Alcorn, I could convince you to come on and look in spectator mode for me, could you? I don't even know if you have access to spectator mode. I'm fairly certain you do. That is a joke. I do wish to make that clear. I'm not actually going to ask someone to come onto the server and effectively cheat it for me. I'm going to find this manually. I say I'm finding it manually. I am using the subtitles to try and locate. As long as you don't damage the railway, I have no problem with you coming online and helping me find this cave, McScroogan. Yes, these mobs are... I keep digging my way into this ravine. No, that's still the ravine. Right. Well, I must still be near to it because I can still hear it. Saying it's back this way, though. Seriously, though, yeah, I can help. Look, I'll take a minute. No worries, Miss Scroogan. I'm in no rush. I'll probably continue doing this after we've ended anyway. I'll have to take a break to eat. Right. So the arrows change direction when going this way. Maybe they're on the other side of the ravine. Jump. Okay. Over here somewhere, perhaps. I mean, I have two motives for wanting to light the cave up. One, the noises are irritating. Two, I suspect these caves might be in range of my base, in which case they're loaded when my slime chunk is loaded. And whilst I don't actively farm my slime chunk, I want it to be effective. There's also the fact that there is a zombie spawner that I plan on converting into a farm nearby. You can't hear any more mob noises. And I would like that to be an efficient farm. See, this is why I have the. This is actually the main reason I have the subtitles on, because it allows me to do stuff like this. And I know some people will consider that a bit cheaty, but Minecraft sounds are a bit too hard to track just normally, and obviously I don't have a cam account or anything to do light levels. This is the best option I've got if I want to make a farm efficient. Skeleton, please move. No? Suggest we're too far away again. Can't be much further up because you go too far up. Right. There's McScroogan. Yeah. I would tell him I'm live, but there it doesn't. Ah, there it is! Oh, baked potato. Wait, baked potato. He was persistent. That one's holding an arrow. These guys, that explains the noise. Some of these guys are persistent. I kind of like the arrow. And the... I kind of need the rotten flesh. Because I've got a cleric. I don't need all the cobblestone. Right. Unfortunately, my screen, I have now found it. Which... Depending on how big it is, I might still need your help. Also, if you're here quickly, then you can pick up those 2 stacks of cobblestone and carry those for me. Okay, I might actually need your help, McScroogan, because there's a lot of persistent zombies here. And it's looking like this cave might actually be quite big. Thank you, Creeper. And also, I don't have my ender chest, and I'm about to run out of torches, so I'm going to have to go looking for the exit in a second anyway. Yeah, this cave's actually quite large. You know, sometimes it is actually quite convenient that creepers kill themselves. Yeah, out of torches. I know I don't need to light up that spot because it's water, but I'm going to. I feel better knowing I have. This way for the exit. Deal with him. And you weren't here before, which means something here is not lit up properly. Up there obviously isn't. Oh, actually. That takes me into another part of the cave. Might be digging the wrong direction. Probably am. Yeah, I am. Let's try this way. Of course, I have no idea how close I am. But one of these directions, in theory, should spit me out on the railway line. Mr. Green, out of curiosity, how close are you? Oh, there we go. Never mind. Found it. I was just going to ask you to give me the coordinates of the rail line. I'm probably flying in the wrong direction. I'm flying in the wrong direction. So, never mind. Can't quite pull that corner off. I'll get it with practice. There we go. Right then. I need a couple of things. First things first, I need a shulker box. Just to dump this all into. There we go. Next thing, I don't need you. I don't need you. I do need you guys. There. Hello, Cosmic. I would criticise you, but I'm not going to. I'm not a hypocrite. I swear. Definitely never criticised Mr. Badger Seth for being double parked when I was. In fairness, I am no longer in your stream, and I promise I do mean that quite seriously. I am not even lurking in your stream. I had it up on my phone, and it is no longer up. We have got a little sidetracked from what we were doing, though, which I'm sure is a surprise not to no one, at least of all you. You've been enough of my streams to know that we get sidetracked all the time. Ow. There's a lantern there. Right, where is the access point back into the cave? Have I gone past it? I must have done. Or have I? Oh, there it is. I am flying past it. Right. Gonna have to light up all these tunnels now. And I'm gonna have to go and find all the items I've dropped just to make sure no other zombies have been made persistent. I'm not the smartest, apparently, when it comes to this kind of thing. Cosmic, by any chance, are you on a break, or are you actually lurking on stream? Because actually, I don't know which is more amusing. Both are very you. Especially after I've just done it to you. I say just. Zombie villager? No. Oh! Zombie librarian's head. I'm sure I can find a use for that. Wait, hold on. First things first, mushrooms. Secondly, outside world? Seriously? Just ended her break. So this is where we are. Huh. Ow. I can forgive the zombies there because they're nighttime spawns. Right. And this way. Creeper. Stupid creeper. Blowing itself up. This cave is absolutely mahoosive. It's nice that they put the water next to the lava though. Just to save you if you accidentally walk into it. At this rate, McScrugan, who has so very kindly offered to come and help out, is going to arrive just as I finish lighting it all up. Which is very selfish of me. Maybe I should leave a bit for McScrugan. McScrugan, would you like me to leave you a bit? Just so you don't waste the trip over. I'm going to feel bad if you come all the way over here and I'm done. Because I do appreciate that our bases are actually quite far apart. Oh, there he is. McScrugan! McScrugan, look up! Can you see my name tag? I'm bouncing up and down. No, McScreen's still running away. We've got to find him. Mainly because I suspect that he's planning something, and I don't trust him. With good reason. Yeah, here I am. Nice shield, by the way. This is when conversation becomes quite difficult because I'm trying to talk. No longer listening. Just chat too much. Oh. And yes, I know I was talking to everyone in chat. But it was directed at McScroogan. Just to skip. Oh. Right. This is when I'm actually going in the wrong direction again. In fact, I'm not sure if I am or not, because both sides are dug out. No, I am going the right way. Right, we are at 2 hours right, this way. And possibly this way as well. Yeah. Right, sorry about that, guys. I cannot speak to you and type in game chat at the same time. But McScroogan's right, there is too much lag between myself, well, my stream and him replying. It just results in both of us stood there in silence for a good 20 seconds. Right, help yourself to any ores. And right, as I have just said to McScroogan, I am going to end things there. It has been fun. It has been rather repetitive, I will admit, but we discussed a lot. And now I'm going to go and get myself something to eat. So, as I'm sure long-term members of the community have probably figured out, yes, we are rating Cosmic. She's wonderful. She's one of my moderators, and I would probably not be doing this without her help. So we're absolutely going to raid her. If you're not already following, make sure you follow my Twitter so you know when I'm going live. I hate these plugs. I'll be perfectly honest. I said I was going to delay my VODs channel. I am making progress on that because saying that I'm not going to make progress on anything has actually helped me make progress. So, well done to me, I guess. I've found a way to motivate myself to do stuff. Tell myself I'm not going to do it. Yes, anyway. Follow me on Twitter. I don't have any other social media to follow. Make sure you check out Elkhorn and Sweet Sandy, other two streamers from Infinity Cove. They are both fantastic people, and I want to try and get them to affiliate as soon as possible because then I can annoy them. I mean, what? I would never do something like that. I am going to stick shoutouts again in for both those two because they both deserve them. So make sure you go and follow those two. Raid message, Nightbot, wake up. The raid message will be #HunterRaid and your favourite hype emotes. Yes, we're going to go and see Cosmic Dancer from the Citadel server. I have been Hunter, and this has been Infinity Cove. I am making this up as I go along because I have no idea what I'm doing. Make sure I get Cosmic's name right. Yep. Right. I hope you've had a good time. I have had an amazing time. Oh, for God's sake, Nightbot. I thought Nightbot was just being slow. There we go. Yeah. So, #HunterRaid. Be wonderful, be friendly, be kind. Give all your love to Cosmic. And I will hopefully see you folks all next week.